Hello everyone, I'm Serenity. This is part 2 of looking at the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess trading cards. I will leave a link in the description to part 2 if you haven't seen that one already. But we just finished at this enemy here, and now we are going to start on a new page. So if we flip that over, and the next card is Twilight Fossil Star-Lord. And there's the back. And it says, when you first encounter Star-Lord, it appears to be a skeletal remains. However, Sand plunges a sword into Star-Lord's forehead, and the boss of Arbiter's Grounds is reanimated. Defeating Star-Lord requires Link to use the spinner to navigate around the room, focusing his attack on Star-Lord's spinal cord, while avoiding the cloud of poison it spits out. Beware. Once Star-Lord is defeated, it manages to revive itself in a different form. So this one will just go right here. And next one, the Twilight Arachnid Armigoma. And this one says, Armigoma is the spider boss in the Temple of Time. She has a big eyeball growing out of her back, which is a great target for the hero's bow. However, this arachnid likes to crawl on the ceiling and shoot beams of fire and baby spiders at Link. Defeating Armigoma will get Link the third piece of the Twilight Mirror. So we'll just put this one in a sleeve. And inside right here. Next enemy, we have Skull Kid. And it says, Skull Kid is a crafty little imp that can move from one location to the next in seconds, so you must stay alert and attack quickly. He carries a lantern, and the light marks where he has been. He is found in the Lost Woods and has the ability to open the doors of the Sacred Grove. Link must only wound him in order to gain access. Skull Kid often blows his horn to summon a group of puppets to attack Link, making it more difficult for Link to engage him. Aren't these cards so cool? I love them so much. I can't believe I didn't know about them until now. Okay, so the next one is Twilight Aquatic Morpheal. Morpheal is the boss of Lakebed Temple. It is a massive eel-like creature with a single eye. Link must confront this creature underwater, so swimming skills are a must. To defeat Morpheal, Link must attack his eyeball, which is surrounded by numerous tentacles awaiting to suck the life out of him. Morpheal holds the third fused shadow. Then I'll just come in this second row. If I can get it. There we go. Okay, next is the Twilight Carrier, Gargargok. Hopefully I'm pronouncing some of these correctly. It's definitely hard when there isn't actually any talking that happens in the game to script. Gargargok is the final boss that Link must combat while he is in wolf form. An archer summons the large Gargargok, and after mounting this creature, he shoots fiery arrows, and the Gargargok will try to grab Wolf Link. To defeat Gargargok, Wolf Link must continue to dodge incoming fire and wait for the moment this creature flies low enough to reach. And hopefully looking at all these cards brings back memories of playing this for you guys. I know it definitely is for me. Okay, the next card is Twilight Ice Mass Blizzetta. And it says, Blizzetta is Snow Peak. Blizzetta is found in Snow Peak ruins and is a large creature with a thick armor of ice. It is inside this mammoth creature that Yetta lives. She was possessed by a shard of mirror and transformed into this icicle-dripping spectacle. Blizzetta can be defeated with a ball and chain, but beware of deadly shards of ice that are released during battle. Defeating this beast will also cure Yetta. And the next card is Dark Knight. In the Temple of Time, Link encounters the evil knight Dark Knight. He carries a large, lethal sword that could split an opponent in two. Defeating Dark Knight requires patience. Link must strip him of his armor piece by piece, because engaging him directly will result in injury. After he is stripped of protection, Link must wait for the right moment to launch his sword attack. And just right in here. There we go. Okay, the next one is Goro. In the Goron mines, Link meets Goro, a heavily armored Goron guarding the hero's bow. He has a pit of lava surrounding his platform to throw intruders in, and he is not happy seeing a human in his domain. To defeat him, iron boots are essential and serve two purposes: preventing Link from falling into lava and offering enough support to throw the Goron over the edge. Link needs to aim his attack at Dangoro's stomach because it is not protected by his armor. Oops, I put this in the wrong way. Flip it over. Okay, next is the Dark Beast Ganon. After Ganondorf surrenders possession of Zelda's body, his particles are morphed into Dark Beast Ganon. He's a massive monster that looks part pig, part lion. He has the ability to teleport and attack without warning. Link needs to transform into Wolf Link when fighting this beast. He will also need Midna's assistance in bringing the boss down, which won't be an easy task. Alright, that is the end of this page. Now we will move on to the next one. Okay, the next one is Twilight Dragon or Gargok. And it says, our Gargok is a massive red dragon who is well covered in black armor. It has taken over the city of the sky and driven the Uaka into hiding. Our Gargok has demolished bridges in the city in order to thwart Link's efforts to enter. Link needs to avoid its fire breathing long enough to attach his claw shot to the dragon's golden tail, which will remove its armor. The reward for defeating this boss is the fourth and last piece of the Twilight Mirror. Okay, this one says, Feeder of Darkness, Twilight Bloat. In the Lenonru province, Link finds the Twilight Bloat. This massive insect has wings that allow it to float as well as swim. It also has the ability to electrify its outer shell, which can cause injury to Wolf Link both in and out of the water. When Bloat is defeated, the final light spirit, Lenonru, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but he is revived. Alright, and then the last one of the enemies is Oak. And it says, Oak is a crazy baboon who is the monkey leader of Faron Woods and the first boss Link meets on his quest. Oak will attack Link with his Gale Boomerang as he jumps around from pole to pole. Defeating Oak will allow Link to take possession of the boomerang. It turns out Oak is really a friendly baboon, but fell under the influence of a parasite-ridden insect that attached itself to his brain. Just right in here. Okay, next, we're all done with the enemies. And now we're moving on to the weapons and equipment. So first we have the Gale Boomerang. And this one says, the Gale Boomerang is located in the Forest Temple dungeon. Oak, the baboon boss, must be defeated to obtain it. Its capabilities are that it retrieves objects, creates wind tunnels, turns wind fans, and puts out fires. And then it gives a couple of game tips on what to do with it. Alright, the next one is the Hylian Shield. The Hylian Shield can be purchased at Mallow Mart in Kakariko Village for a steep 200 rupees. Its capabilities are that the shield provides optimum protection against enemies. It is also fireproof, unlike the wooden shield. Let's see, the game tip says, make sure to purchase this shield at Mallow Mart. If you don't have enough rupees, go back and gather more because you will need it to enter a fire-filled mine. Alright, the next one is the Hero's Bow. Once you defeat Goro in the Goron Mines, he will lead you to the Hero's Bow. It is a legendary Goron treasure. The capabilities are that it shoots arrows with long range accuracy and slices ropes. The game tip is that the Hero's Bow has a longer range than any enemy with a bow, so you may shoot at a safe distance from your target. Attach bombs to create explosive bomb arrows as well. Next is the Master Sword. You can acquire the legendary Master Sword in the Sacred Grove after solving the Event of Giants puzzle. The capabilities It possesses great power to defeat enemies, serves as a key to enter the Great Temple. And the game tip says Link will be freed from Zant's curse once he possesses the Master Sword. This will allow him to turn from boy to wolf at will. The Master Sword is a sacred blade that evil can never touch. Evil cloaks you like a dark veil, and that blade is the only thing that can cleave it. And that is a quote from Princess Zelda. Okay, next we have the ball and chain. The ball and chain is found in Snow Peak ruins. It is left behind by Dark Hammer after he is defeated. Capabilities: it smashes through large objects and enemies, though its weight will slow you down. And game tips: you can either whirl the ball and chain above your head or throw it at an enemy. Smash through suits of armor in Hyrule Castle chambers to find hearts and rupees. Okay, and the last one for this page, it is the spinner. The spinner is an ancient device that was designed to float over land. It is guarded by Death Sword in Arbiter's grounds. Capabilities: allows fast travel across sand traps without sinking, along tracks, grooves in walls, and other unstable surfaces. The game tip: if you are traveling too slowly, you can still get caught in a sand trap. Look for grooves in to travel on, because they will increase your speed. And here is the last one for the page. Next page. It is the claw shot. The claw shot is a long chain with a claw and is a very versatile object. The claw shot appears in the Lakebed Temple after the Deku Toad's demise. Capabilities: both a weapon and a tool. Allows you to climb tall structures, cross wide gapes, retrieve objects, and stun enemies. Use claw shot to smash pots, barrels, etc. Then use again to retrieve the exposed rubies or hearts. Find another claw shot to create a double claw shot. We'll go right here in the first one. Okay. And then we have Zora's armor. The Zora armor was made from the scales of past Zora heroes. It is a gift from the spirit of Queen Rutella, who is found in Kakariko Village Graveyard. Capabilities: allows you to breathe and move freely underwater. And the tip is the Zora armor can be worn on dry land too, but Beware of fire and ice. You will receive triple the damage if you come in contact with either. It's definitely good to know. Okay, next one is Fairy in a Bottle. And it says, fairies are tiny creatures found scattered around Hyrule. Be sure to smash pots, barrels, and boxes to scoop up a fairy. It gives you 8 hearts worth of healing. And if you find a fairy and your bottles are already in use, it is probably worth emptying the contents in order to bottle a fairy. The fairy will replenish your energy when you are damaged and your heart meter is empty. If you choose not to wait until this point, you can release the fairy from the bottle at any time for instant healing. Just opening up a new package of card sleeves. So this one will just go on the first row up here. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce this one. Akko? Akoko? I don't know. Your guess is probably better than mine. Akko is a mysterious sky being that you will encounter in dungeons as she looks for something that she lost. She can be found hiding in pots. She will warp you out of the dungeon so you can stock up on supplies. Her son, Akko Jr., will warp you back to the same location that you left. Once you find Akko, she will stay with you in that dungeon. Once you leave the dungeon, she is gone. You will need to find her again when you enter a new dungeon. And this one is the last one of the equipment and the weapons. And it is the giant wallet. Agatha will reward you with a giant wallet in Castle Town if you present her with all 24 golden bugs. This will ensure that her bug ball is a success. It can hold up to 1,000 rupees and serve as a symbol of a distinguished citizen in the insect kingdom. Filling up the giant wallet becomes important later in your travels, especially when wearing the magic armor. Your rupees deplete as you wear it, and once you run out, it will become very heavy and slow you down. Okay, now the final part of these cards is the silver foil cards. And this one is called Snowboard Surfing. And here's the back. And it says, after Yetta's curse is lifted, return to her home. Yetta and Yetta will each challenge you to a race down the mountain. Yetta is not as difficult to defeat as Yetta, but it is important to find shortcuts and learn techniques from various turns, and prepare to spin. If you beat Yetta, you will receive a piece of heart, so learn the trail because she is very skilled. And we will just put this one sideways. So it's like that. Okay, the next one is, it says thief. And the back says, in the Farron Woods you will find Trill, the Mina bird selling lantern oil and red potions. If you choose to fill your bottle without paying, Trill will shout thief. He will then attack you if you hang around long enough. If you need to return to plenish your supplies, do so quickly enough to avoid this bird's fury, because he probably isn't going to forget. I think these silver cards are so cool. They're so shiny too. Okay, next one. It is called the Wolf Howl. There's the back. And it says, when Wolf Link is on Death Mountain, it is important for him to go to the Howling Stone to learn a song. He needs to listen to the whistling wind and repeat that tune. Howling the song will allow Wolf Link to summon the White Wolf to teach him a hidden skill. Okay, next one is riding Epona. And it says, instead of mounting Epona from the side, Link may run and jump on from behind. This will cause Epona to speed off quickly. When riding Epona, boost her speed and then draw Link's sword. He will hold the sword above his head as though he is in battle. Try talking to Epona while you are Wolf Link. Okay, and that finishes this page. We'll move on to the next. And the next card is called Exploring Link's House. And the back says, Link's house is located in Nordon Woods, where his venture begins. There are 3 floors to explore. If you go to the dark basement of Link's house, there is a chest that contains 50 rupees. However, you will not be able to see it unless you have a lantern. Find the pictures of Fado and a goat in the house. You may find them interesting. And this one will come on the top here. And the next one, pumpkin watering. And it says, if you pour bottled water over small pumpkins, they will instantly grow bigger. And the items they give are bigger too. You may also try pouring water on the different people to see if you get a reaction. Okay. Pouring water on different things. And then the next one is called Be a Cuckoo. And it says, if you run into a cuckoo, the chicken-like animals, in your travels, try hitting it about 8 times. You will discover that you can actually control it. Unfortunately, the fun only lasts for less than 15 seconds. so fun to read all of these. And all these, like, gaming tips and stuff like that. This one says, dead but still deadly. And it says, after you defeat Diababa, take what you need. If you return to the dungeon after slaying Diababa, there is a bottomless pit of water. Next, this one's called Tips for Fishing. And it says, in order to obtain the sinking lure, you must first catch a Hylian pike, Hyrule bass, and an Ordon catfish. Be careful when using the sinking lure. If Henna sees you use it, she'll take it away. And it catches, to catch the Hylian loach, it must be summertime. You can change the seasons by exiting and re-entering the fishing hole. If you catch the Hylian loach, your picture will be hung in the fishing shack. Okay, next. This one says bugs for Agatha. And it says, there are pill bugs to be found in Agatha's castle. Simply turn on your lantern and the bugs will be attracted to the light. Always try to have a bug you can present to Agatha when visiting her. She tends to get upset when visitors arrive empty-handed. Aside from her castle, you may also find Agatha in the grass looking for bugs near the south entrance of Castletown. Next one, it's called, it's kind of random gibberish. Can you see that? It says, if you're looking for heart pieces, head to Fandadi's palace in Castletown. Have your love fortune read for 10 rupees and she will show you the location of a heart piece. Giving Fandadi more rupees may reveal locations of additional heart pieces, but not always. When Fandadi is chanting gibberish, it may not be as useless as it sounds. Try spelling the words she is using backwards. Let's see. Oh, weird. It says, wait, loading, takes a while. Oh my goodness. If you read that backwards, can you see that? Oh, that's funny. I did not realize that. Okay, this one says, underwater Goron. Once you have underwater bombs, the Zora armor, and the iron boots, go to Zora's domain. Sink to the bottom, where you can see eyes appearing on a rock. Detonate the underwater bomb to release a Goron. He will stay underwater and give you a bomb pack. The next one, it's called Wounded Midna. And it says, after Zant is rebuffeted by Midna at Lakebed Temple, he retaliates in order to teach Midna the error of her ways. he utilizes Spirit, the Nairus, to blast her with the full force of light, and she immediately collapses. It is up to Wolf Link to help save his alien companion. It's so cool that they made these cards. I love reading all of these. Let's see the next one. It's called Zant and Midna. And it says, in the Lakebed Temple, Midna and Wolf Link encounter Zant, who is dressed in ceremonial shadow armor. He pulls Midna to him with his great power. Zant needs Midna to help him rid the land of light and does not understand why she has become a traitor. Okay, this one can go on the next page. Now this one is called Seeking Help from Zelda. And it says, Wolf Link and Midna seek out Zelda to learn how to lift the curse placed upon them by Zant. Midna is healed when Zelda transfers energy to her. Zelda then directs them to the sacred grove in Farron Woods in order to obtain the Master Sword, which will remove the evil that cloaks Wolf Link. Okay, next one. Ganondorf revealed. Deep within the Arbiter's grounds, Wolf Link and Midna encounter the Mirror Chamber. The ghostly sages appear, and it revealed that Ganondorf, the demon thief, has used his power to influence Zant, the King of Shadows. Ganondorf has powers from the gods that only two others possess. This next one is called Bullet Bill. Did you happen to notice? Fire, the one who operates the cannon in Lake Hylia, has an image of Bullet Bill on his shirt, the enemy character from the Mario video game series. Oops, I put this in the wrong way. There we go. We're getting close to the end. This one is called Bridge Repair Donation. And it says, donate an initial 1,000 rubies to the Goron inside of Mallow Mart in Kakariko Village in order to get the bridge repaired. There is another Goron outside of the shop that requests that you bring a barrel of hot spring water to the Goron at the bridge. If you do this, your second donation amount will decrease from 2,000 rubies to just 200. That's interesting. Okay, next. This one is called Warning Flammable Material. The Kakariko Bomb Shop has signs posted on the walls warning against bringing flammable items into the shop. If Barnes sees you take out your lantern, expect to be chastised. If you take out your lantern again, he is going to be even more upset and may throw water on you. Alright, we'll just go right here. Okay, next we have Mirror of Twilight Guardians. Upon reaching the mirror chamber, you will discover the sages, ancient ghostly creatures that guard the Mirror of Twilight. There are 6 sages total. They had previously captured the evil Ganondorf and concealed him in the Twilight Realm in an effort to maintain peace throughout Hyrule. However, now it appears the Mirror of Twilight has been cracked. Okay, the next one is called Master of Hidden Skills. Go and do not falter, my child. The hero Shade is a spirit covered in armor that Link encounters throughout his journey. He has 7 hidden skills to teach Link, and each skill is taught at a different stage of Link's adventure. From the ending blow to the great spin, these skills will be vital in defeating the enemies that Link encounters. Okay, the next one is called Zant's Fury. Okay, in the Palace of Twilight, Zant reveals his resentment towards the royal family, who grew so strong that it caused him to join forces with Ganondorf. He is bitter that he was not chosen to be the successor to the king, Midna's father. Because of this, he transformed Midna into an imp-like creature and began to immerse the land in darkness. Next one, it's called The Way of Sumo. It says, upon hearing that Link will need to defeat the Gorons in ceremonial combat, Mayor Bo offers to teach him the secrets of sumo, as long as Link keeps it confidential. If you need further instruction on the techniques Mayor Bo demonstrated, go to the sumo room and you will find notes on the wall that reiterate what he taught. Okay, then we go to the next page and put it in this slot. Okay, Dark Beast emerges. It says, in Hyrule Castle, Ganondorf turns into the form of a dark beast with a fiery mane and glowing eyes. In this form, Ganondorf can teleport around the chamber and attack instantly. And the next, this one is called Link Rescues Colin. It says, when a terrifying band of Bublin riders suddenly stampede through Kakariko Village, King Bublin snatches Colin and rides out of the village. Link battles King Bublin and is able to save Colin, who is tethered to the king's banner. Colin is returned to the village wounded, but he has Beth and Luda competing to be the one to nurse him back to health. Okay. Light Spirit Guidance. It says, the magical spirit, Lenairu, lives near Lake Hylia and is in the form of a snake. Lenairu tells Link how the goddesses created the sacred realm and of the dark forces that try to control it. The three light spirits sealed away this dark power known as the Fused Shadows. Spirit Lenairu warns Link of this dangerous power he must seek. Alright, next. It's, this one says, Death Sword Rises. This one is actually the last one. In the Arbiter's grounds, Link finds a sword in the center of a chamber. As he approaches, something awakens. And then it gives you kind of hints of how to defeat this guy. Okay, and I actually have two extras of that same guy, so I'm just going to put him in a sleeve. And then those are all the cards that I have. The only thing I have left is the tattoos that you get in each package. So I will show you those. They're really cool temporary tattoos. And that's the last one. And then you also get one card. That is the Sweepstakes Card. And most of them just look like this. This is the one I talked about earlier, how you could win prizes and stuff like that when I was reading the pack art packs. And that is everything. So let's go ahead and get some of these out of the way. And I'm going to flip through the book one more time so that you can see it all together. So here are the two different types of packs that you can get. And here are the characters. And then down here it starts with the enemies. And right here it starts with the equipment and weapons. And right here it starts with the silver cards. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And looking at all of these old Legend of Zelda trading cards. I hope you found this video relaxing. And I will see you guys in the next video.